SpaceX personnel denounce CEO Musk as distraction. Letter, Orlando, Florida. A group of SpaceX employees derided flamboyant billionaire chief executive officer Elon Musk as a distraction and embarrassment in an internal letter to executives. Musk, also head of electrical automaker Tesla, Nasdaq, TSLA, Inc., has been in headlines and late-night comedy monologues in recent months for a tumultuous quest to buy social media giant Twitter, NYSE, TWTR, a said allegation of sexual harassment that Musk has denied, as well as crude remarks online and a foray into political discourse. Elon's behavior in the public sphere is a common source of distraction and embarrassment for us, mainly in current weeks. Examine the letter, which does now not single out any controversy particularly. Turned into furnished a duplicate of the letter. As our CEO and most distinguished spokesperson, Elon is visible because the face of SpaceX. Each tweet that Elon sends as a de facto public statement by way of the company, the letter delivered. SpaceX did no longer right now reply to a request for comment. The open letter, earlier suggested by way of The Verge, turned into drafted by SpaceX personnel in latest weeks and shared as an attachment in an internal morale boosters organization chat, which contains lots of employees, according to a person familiar with the matter. It changed into no longer clear who authored the letter or how many employees were concerned in its drafting. In a list of 3 demands, the letter says, SpaceX ought to rapidly and explicitly separate itself from Elon's personal brand. It brought, hold all management similarly accountable to making SpaceX a superb place to paintings for everybody, and, define and uniformly respond to all sorts of unacceptable behavior. On Twitter, Musk denied and mocked the stated accusation that he sexually burdened a flight attendant on a private jet in 2016. Some of his tweets displayed the crude levity that embarrassed and had a few SpaceX personnel cringing, in accordance to 3 people familiar with non-public discussions among team of workers. He frequently doesn't understand how something he says may want to have an effect on others, one SpaceX employee stated of Musk. The letter is a collective, hey, we're getting some warmth for things which can be unrelated to us. Many SpaceX employees are pissed off by using Musk's controversies, the SpaceX employee said, but continue to be as targeted as ever and excited for the destiny. Musk, additionally the corporation's leader engineer, has been viewed as a principal determinant in lots of SpaceX's high-profile successes, which include pioneering reuse of orbital rocket boosters and returning habitual human spaceflight from U.S. soil after a 9-year hiatus. Much of the enterprise's day-to-day business operations are led by way of SpaceX President Gwynne Shotwell. After beyond place of business dust-ups, she has vowed to put in force SpaceX's zero-tolerance standards against worker harassment. In a communique approximately leadership at Stanford University in May, Shotwell requested how she manages crises, stated, personnel have been screaming to hear from me, approximately the mentioned sexual harassment allegations about Musk, and that she addressed their worries in a company-wide email. I even have to speak to my employees, Shotwell stated. They're the purpose. SpaceX is what it's miles, and I care deeply about them.